Dead by Daylight is one of my favorite video games, which is an asymmetrical horror game where one person who's the killer goes against a team of 4 survivors. The objective for the survivor, which is the role I primarily play, is to finish the generators to restore the power to the exit gates and escape before the killer sacrifices them. To complete this objective, a lot of times you'll need to waste the killer's time and use the limited resources on the map to your advantage. Amongst helping your teammates with healing and cooperative actions, this game relies on using what you know from past trials to tackle new challenges in the present one. So, what does this have to do with learning? With about 200 perks unique to over 50 different characters in the game and the numerous amount of maps, there is a lot of information to take in and memorize when going into each match. These are some tips that have helped me stay focused during the randomly generated variables that make each match a unique experience. Breaking this game down from a survivor's point of view, we can take a look at each of the categories that total up to the final score at the end of the match. The categories are objectives, survival, altruism, and boldness. A maximum of 10,000 points can be earned in each category based on how you perform in the match.
Perfect game.
The main objective survivors have is to repair 5 generators. By hitting a series of skill checks that you can let your mind drift into zombie mode and do, a generator can be completed within 90 seconds. This allows your team to get one step closer to powering the exit gates and being able to escape. Other objectives include cleansing totems, which can be very effective in avoiding any perks the killer may have to put your team at a disadvantage. When it comes to survival, you want to do exactly what that entails. Survive. As a survivor, you have 3 health states: healthy, injured, and being downed. When downed, the killer can then put you on a hook to begin the sacrifice process. By your 3rd hook state, your character will be killed and can no longer participate in the match. Preventing death by healing, hiding, and working efficiently makes surviving and exiting through the gates before the match ends a lot more manageable. Altruism is the act of selflessly looking out for the well-being of others. In Dead by Daylight, altruism comes in many forms: healing teammates, taking protection hits, rescuing them from the killer's grasp, and saving them from hooks benefits the entire team and gets everyone back in the game. There are ways to be able to heal yourself, but those methods can take longer and exhaust resources like medkits and totems. Plus, the game rewards you more for healing others by giving you more points and a faster healing speed. There's no I in team, so you'll need as much help as you can get to escape with as much of your team as possible. Last but certainly not least is my favorite part of Dead by Daylight: boldness. Facing your fears and looking death in the face is one of the most thrilling parts of this game. By utilizing resources like pallets, vaults, and what are known as tiles, you can maximize the amount of time you make the killer waste so that your teammates have enough time to complete objectives. This is known in the community as looping. By serving as a distraction, you can derail the killer from their objectives, such as hooking survivors and regressing generators. Since the killers have a faster movement speed than survivors, one has to be tricky and cheeky enough to be able to perform their best under pressure against the many different powers that come with each character they play against. By being bold, you buy your teammates valuable time to heal, do generators, and save each other. If you've learned anything about Dead by Daylight, I hope that it's how it does require chunking to truly flourish in this game. You can know gists of what will need to happen in every match, but the details and variables will get figured out along the way based on who and what you're working with. By breaking down each category and accomplishing a goal within them to get as best of a score as I possibly can, I can practice and perfect techniques to enhance efficiency to get better with each match. By applying this method to real-life issues, I can look at every problem and break it down in categories, which have their own goals, set a time limit to focus on them, and knock each one out to do the best I can. My passion for video games and my passion for self-improvement can feed one another if I look at things objectively and allow myself to use what I know to get through things I don't. So, thank you for watching my video. Maybe I've convinced someone to play Dead by Daylight.